I would like to ask the Minister for Home Affairs when his department plans to provide a contact centre for private law matters before the family court.
Call the Minister for Home Affairs to reply.
Mr Deputy President, once it was brought to my department's attention that such a centre was no longer being provided, the Probation Service was tasked with drafting a report to the department as to how the centre could be provided, and indeed how and what was previously provided and how we could improve upon it. This report will be completed for consideration at my department's meeting in September, when consideration will be given to the findings and hopefully approval of a way forward will be found.
Supplementary question, Mrs Caine.
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. Can the Minister confirm that my understanding is the department was notified in December that the Alaman Children's Centre provided contact centre was closing, which it duly did in March, even though at times there was a 3-month waiting time for Saturday contact centre appointments. Does the Minister agree that it's to have no provision for parents to be able to have contact with their children in matters before the family court for several months, and we're getting on now, September will be 7 or 8 months perhaps before it's in place for December. Does the Minister think that's acceptable, and will he move to make sure that a contact centre is established as soon as possible?
Minister to reply.
Thank you, Mr Deputy President. Mr Deputy President, my information is that there was a law society in the registry that brought it to the department's attention that this was no longer being supplied by the Children's Centre, who did it on a voluntary basis, was not under any contract whatsoever. I am conscious of the fact that time is of an essence. I'm very conscious of the fact that having a contact centre is extremely important, certainly in lots of divorce cases, etc., and custody cases where it is important that we should have somewhere where meetings can take place. I can only reassure the member that once I have all the information, obviously there will be cost implications for my department, and obviously we have to find that in some way, that I will move this forward as fast as possible, Mr Deputy President.